Hey guys, how you doing? YouTube family. General here with you guys again, and I just wanted to share with you something. I'm going to share with you a couple of things. First thing I'm going to share, because everybody's been talking about my room, how messy, not dirty, messy it was. But see, I do clean. Everything is clean. See, it's clean. Everything. That's just clean. Everything, that's just clean. Now, a lot of people also talk about, what is this stuff this dude is writing on his walls? What is that crazy? That's insane. And I do have a story to tell you about the fact that, you're not the only one that says that or that thinks that that's kind of weird. However, I think the motivation behind, like when I'm filming and you're seeing writing on the walls and pieces of paper on the wall, I'm going to take the time just to explain that so that you don't, I'm crazy for many other reasons than that. I think there's, far and above that. That's not why I'm crazy. There's a scripture in Habakkuk, and it says, Habakkuk 2:3 says, for the vision is yet. No, I'm sorry. Habakkuk 2 verse 2 says, Jehovah then answered me, write down the vision and inscribe it clearly on tablets so that the one reading aloud from it may do so easily. Okay, so I couldn't find any tablets. And so what you see is just thoughts on things I need to work on, points, things that I see myself accomplishing in the future, just written down. This has become like a little safe haven for me. Must ye all know, okay? That's why. And interestingly, I'll tell you a little story. Me and my ex, we had gotten into it one time, and the police was called. And I'll tell you why she called the police. I was like, the us touching each other thing, hey, that's out the window. But sometimes we get upset. I'll just say stuff or do things, and sometimes I'm just being funny, but she took it seriously. For example, we were arguing about something, and I started talking like the guy from Silence of the Lambs. She was downstairs on the computer, and I walked up, and I was standing just like he stands in the movie, and I said, it's interesting that you do that you don't give any consideration to the fact that you arguing with me in this way and think that it's all over. So she turns around and she's looking at me and like, okay, this dude is crazy. And so I do it a little bit more, and say some stuff in that voice like that and just walk away like real quick, right? And shut the door. Unbeknownst to me, that Negro called the police. And the police came, 2 female police officers came, and she came. She's like, "What's the beef here? He's crazy. I didn't touch her, didn't hit her. He's crazy. Go downstairs. He writes on his walls." And so the one officer, came down. She says, General, she said, do you mind if I come in and look? And so she comes into the room and she walks around and she's looking at everything like I'm showing you. She gets over here, she reads, help me to reach thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands with the good news about Yahweh and your. So, she just reads everything, and she turns to me and she looks at me and she says, I'm sorry for bothering you. She says, you're anointed. She's crazy. Have a nice day. And she walks out, okay? So that is, again, I'm making a connection of why I write on the walls. And some people may say it's crazy, but some people see it and don't see it as such a crazy thing. I don't know what you guys are going to feel. That's an individual subjective thing, I guess. But I did want to finally explain, why. And for example, right here, when I wake up in the morning, what did I see? I wake up always, give freely, okay? And then there's another thing. So I take pleasure in blah, blah, blah. And then I become a strong blah, blah, blah. So again, that's why there's writings on the wall. It helps me focus, do that. And again, many of you know that, I'm more, I see, I visualize more. I learn more like that than just reading, That's why when I was in elementary. They didn't know how to place me. I was in SLD. I was like this far from riding the short bus. But I was able to somehow get away from riding the short bus. But I should have been on it, So in fact, yeah. So anyway, so having said that, I explained that and for you so that you all can know and understand. But how do you think the room looks? Everybody likes the room? Clean? I mean, not clean, neat. Neat, yeah, because again, I told you the study that they did that shows that messiness is associated with genius. Okay, having said that, I think that's it. We're going to get to some stuff got to prepare for tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. First-time listeners, YouTube, General Thomas Mitchell Wolf. Go to it. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell everybody. General. Ow. Ow.